I'll get there one day. I'll have a lovely, smooth introduction where I won't forget
I
to
was like,
remove text labels. Yeah,
I was thinking,
so
are we live? Am I here?
yes, we are live and we're here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of Silver Lining. Really, really excited to be back again. Yes, Vivi, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Yeah, we're on episode 4, crazy, and as they would say in American, episode 4, nuts.
I thought you finished with just the episode 4 bit then, and I was like, that's an interesting comedic style there, but that's also very Vivi, so I should have expected it.
Oh yeah, and
But
hello, I can't see. Welcome to the chat.
yeah, it's always great to see you, Dustin. I hope you're doing well. So I suppose I should probably do the introduction a little bit better. However, I've literally just drawn a blank on what to say. So well, let's talk a little bit about the last episode. Vivi, how did you find the last episode? Was it good?
I liked the last episode. I thought we had a good time. I mean, the best moment, of course, was the horse reveal. Your laughter was just infectious. Oh,
Yeah.
which reminds me, I have to do something. 1 second.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
Much better.
Okay. So I'm not sure how quickly I'm going to be able to do this, but I also have to do something. So bear with me just 1 second.
Okay,
Vivi, do some filler for me.
Losing filler. Hi, Zach. Welcome to the chat. Do you like my crown? I think it's very much needed, considering I'm currently 2-0 in the Penguin versus Mage, hoping to make it 3-0 tonight. I don't know the results. Adam does, so yeah, we'll find out whether I get the clean sweep or whether Adam's going to start to get for a come from behind victory. But for now, I think the
From
crown.
behind. From 1-0. It's not exactly come from behind, is it? Okay, so I'm ready.
2-0. 2-0 currently.
Oh, is it 2-0?
It is 2-0. Trailer.
Oh. Yeah, trailer.
Oh yeah, 1-0.
Yeah. Because we announced
soon to
the
be 2-0.
winner like 2 weeks after we do the challenge, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So here we go. I'm ready, though it won't be very pretty. Here we go. Okay, so you enjoy that? Like that?
I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, that's brilliant.
No, I don't think it's brilliant. I think it's terrible. But we should find out what the public thought of it later on in the episode when we cover the challenges. But first of all, let me close my OBS so that I'm not distracted by that very pretty wanted poster. Just the poster's pretty, but I must admit I didn't make it. I didn't steal it though. It was free, Creative Commons, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the next section. Let's get this up. What games have we been playing? I know the answer to this, and Vivi knows my answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway, so that other people know the answers. Vivi, what have you been playing?
Oh well, now that you've asked, I'm sure it's going to come as a surprise to you, but I've been playing Rainbow Six Extraction with one of my good friends, Adam, and Zach.
Yeah, it's been really, really good fun. I've been particularly enjoying the spillover event that we were taking part in. That was a new experience.
Is really hectic. So, I mean, I think we've talked about this game before on the show, but for anybody who hasn't played Rainbow Six Extraction, it's if you've played Rainbow Six Siege, it's nothing like that. The operators are the same, the mechanics are kind of similar, but in this one, it's PvE rather than PvP. And you're fighting basically hordes of enemies, and that's the general gist of it. But the event's slightly different, isn't it?
Yeah, no, the event is... So when you're playing in the standard... When you're not playing in the event, you're just doing the regular incursions. You're very much taking a stealthy approach. Well, at least I do and Zach does. I'm assuming, Vivi, you would usually take a stealthy approach?
Yep, slow and low.
I mean, my goodness, these people have some incredible thigh muscles to be crouching for that one. But the the spillover event is really, really different. You take a much different approach. It is more about hunkering down and just preparing for the onslaught. So you will see footage of us playing the spillover event shortly. And it's, turrets out, throwing grenades, get rid of those silencers or suppressors, I should say, and just fire anything and everything that moves. It is pure hectic fun, but it is still fun. It's a nice break from the constant strategizing involved with the standard incursions.
I think there's still a lot of strategizing because you've got to try, because you've got a limited amount of time to do a lot in. So I think there's still a lot of strategy in terms of how many canisters you take, how you set up on the position, where you put your turrets down. So turrets are a new thing, but yeah, where you put your turrets, I think all that's really important. There's a lot of strategy, but it's a lot quicker strategy.
Yeah, definitely, and you have to take that faster pace in spillover. Whereas, for example, as you see on screen at the minute, we're placing turrets and moving turrets, and that's because we have plenty of time, and then we move on to the next area. This is just a standard incursion. Whereas on spillover, you need to just place the turret and hurry up and get started. You don't have too much time to faff about. Otherwise, you're not going to get the opportunity to get the best rewards possible.
Yeah, you've only got 15 minutes, don't you, to do nine different incursions, and it's tough. Even doing like the first, two, which are the easy mode, those take up a bit of time. We thought, we'll be smart. Well, no, sorry, I won't say we. Adam decided, we'll be smart. We'll do two at once. And I'm like, I'm not sure we can. No. I was like, no, we could definitely do two at once. We got annihilated doing two.
That was on the first ones, wasn't it?
That's on the that's on the easiest difficulty. And on the easiest type as well. So there's different types of like incursions you can do. So there's the spore ones where you get a wave of just normal enemies, but they're covered in these spore things, and it's relatively easy. You then get the elites where you get every now and then an elite spawn with like a huge health bar, and you got to try to take them out. I don't think it's that hard. And then you get invisibles. Yes,
the invisibles are fun. I do enjoy the invisibles. I know that I don't know about whether you're in I know that you find it quite stressful.
Yes, it is stressful. The invisibles is super stress.
Well, I don't know. I think it's just the right amount of stress. The as you said, the spores I think is a little bit too pedestrian. I guess I would like to see more enemies come during the spores, but I don't know that we've done a spores as a late attempt. Like towards the final. The harder tier.
Yeah, that's the ones that we started. So we started doing the Invisibles first, remember, and then we did the Spores and Elites in the tier 2.
Ah, okay. Well, I'd be interested to see about doing some spores, maybe late tier 3, maybe 3.5.
No, well, I mean, I think all of the 3s are the same difficulty. So I think all the 1s, all the 2s, and all the 3s are the same difficulty.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's just obviously the amount of time you've got to do it and the number of them you've got to do, and obviously by then you might be dwindling some of your resources. So there is obviously a resource management actually, which we didn't mention, that you get at the beginning set amount of ammo, set amount of health kits, and set amount of ability. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make that last.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not the easiest thing, though. It does help when you have recharging skill moves and as long as you're not a complete numpty with your shots and firing wild, then you should find yourself okay. Oh, and also there's
Zach does okay.
Yeah, Zach. Yeah, I didn't say Zach wasn't doing okay. Zach's doing fantastically.
It was a joke. I was saying, if you're not a complete numpty, never mind.
Oh, yeah. I'm the one who's going to get it in the neck afterwards, though. So thank you very much.
Good.
But yeah, no. So and Extraction, I do hope that in the future they add a mode that allows you to play with more than just 3 people. I'd like to see 6, and have maybe a bigger map, or instead of having a bigger map, all 3 subsections of a map are all joined. There's no airlock between them. I think that'd be quite interesting. and you
I
have
mean,
to get from one end to the other.
I'm not so bothered about the airlock thing, but I do agree. I think 5 would be, because the main Rainbow Six game, Rainbow Six Siege, is
Mhm.
5 operators, and I think that
Right.
works quite well for a size of team. So yeah, I agree. I'd like to see like a 5-player
I'm
mode.
actually surprised that they went for 3 because 4 is pretty much the standard. It's either 4 or 2. 3 seemed quite curious to me, but it's helpful because I don't
Yeah.
have many friends anyway. So I don't know about
Zach
you.
says, "Fight me."
Yeah, that's that's a northern thing, isn't it, Zach? He'll say
Up
fight me
north
again, most
is.
probably. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we've both been playing.
Yep.
I have been playing a little bit of the pro games. I tried them out, including Race with Ryan, but we're going to get onto the pro games a little bit later.
Yeah. I mean, to
So,
be fair, I did play about 4 or 5 minutes of Cyberpunk.
right.
Only because I wanted to play it on my car and see how it played. But I did play
Oh,
a few
yes.
minutes of Cyberpunk.
I'll tell you what, why don't we let you, we'll let you have a little monologue here about your
No,
car.
I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about my new Tesla Model
Not
3.
too much time. Okay, so you want 20 minutes? Is that enough?
Honestly, like I was surprised at how well it worked. I've not used it on the 4G yet.
Right.
And so I had it on Wi-Fi at home, and I was using Stadia controller connected via Wi-Fi.
Your
I
car
don't know
has a
whether,
Wi-Fi chip.
yeah. How else
What?
would it connect to the Wi-Fi in the house and do its updates?
I just assumed it did it over 4G. Like those cars that automatically call the emergency services. They have
Yeah,
a SIM in them, and I assumed that it would be
yeah.
like that, or like the
It has a
buses.
sim in it as well, and you can use that for like Netflix and YouTube and Stadia, of course. But yeah, the car can also connect to Wi-Fi, which is how I did it when I was just doing the testing. I should test it on 4G, see how that goes.
Well, as long as you're not moving, then yeah, I imagine it shouldn't be too bad.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, 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 definitely was parked.
yeah,
Good catch.
absolutely was parked. You certainly don't want to be driving down a motorway whilst playing Grid. You might get the wrong ideas.
Oh Jesus, yeah. So yeah,
Um,
I did play like 4 or 5 minutes of Cyberpunk. Didn't actually do anything in it, but just tested it out.
yeah, yeah, no, and I imagine that was a new experience being able to play in your car.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't enjoy it. Oh, so on screen now, by the way, guys, you are seeing an elite, like what's it called?
I keep
Zone.
forgetting. Oh
Yeah.
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
And
thought you
this
meant
is on phase 3, so this is the most difficult phase, and we got completely owned here. We did manage to extract actually, but yeah, we got completely savaged in round 3. It's so tough.
yeah. That's goes.
That's the big thing there. That really just like
It's like a charger or a hunter or something like that. Zach keeps remembering the name, and every time I go to give it, it's like I've got nominal aphasia or something. I just can't remember its actual name.
yeah.
Oh, it's
We
called a
got
smasher. There we
2
go.
of
It's
them.
on the. It's on the. Well, it was on the screen. It's a smasher.
Oh, Smasher.
Yes.
Smashing. Sorry, it just makes me think of Wild Thornberries. Smashing.
I think eventually Zach and I have a habit of coming up with our own names for things. Like on Ark, we have various names for dinosaurs. Like there's a dinosaur that's the I'm not even sure I can remember how to say it. The diplo. It's not the
Diplodocus.
diplodocus. No, it's not the diplodocus. It's something else. Anyway, but we call it the spit in your face
All right.
because it spits in your face.
Yeah.
Um, and we have there. Oh, there's the Therizinosaur, and we call that the Birdosaurus. And I imagine that sort of that behavior is going to end up coming over to this game. Well, it already has. We call the belly things. I can't remember what their names are. I only remember what we call them. We call them
The
the
belly
belly
thing.
crawlers,
Yeah.
or the less safe for work version.
Yeah.
Um,
To be fair, I do something very similar. I like, for example, in Little Nightmares, I called the gnomes the mushrooms, mushroom people. The
oh,
mushroom people.
okay.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
just come
makes
up with random names for things. We've got Lovecraft tapes with the pew pew. Sorry. With the gun, so you can see him on screen. He's pew-pewing us.
Yeah, no, and anyone who hasn't tried this game yet, I really recommend that you give it a go. If you know anyone who owns the game, give them a shout. They might have some buddy passes. It allows you to play with them for up to 2 weeks.
And you also get 2 hours anyway.
Yes, you do. Yeah, there's a 2-hour free trial.
Yeah. And it's really, I mean, it's with Ubisoft Plus if you've got it. Definitely worth trying out because. Oh, I think this is the double one that we did. But yeah, definitely worth. This is the one you got us killed on.
I mean, this is the one
die.
where you
I got out.
Knocked down. Yeah.
No, I got out. You guys died.
Did we?
Yeah, there's one where I escaped and you guys died, if I remember right. Remember, I just abandoned you. Well, not exactly abandoned you, but fled for my life.
I don't know. I don't remember that. Anyway,
this one anyway, yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to the next section because I only made this video this long just in case we needed it to be this long. But I don't think that we need to talk about extraction anymore. So bye extraction.
Bye extraction.
So, I think it's time we talk about some of the news that's been going on. So second, whilst I get the appropriate thingy bobs up.
He forgot because of abandonment issues. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they were both dead. I was going to die, so I ran and got out. I mean, you got to forgive me for that.
So let's have a look at the pro games. March's pro games. We have got Race with Ryan Road Trip. I think I said that right. I can't quite see the text properly. Darksiders
Road Trip Racing race, man.
Dawn of the Monsters, Adam Wolf, and Darkwood. So, Vivi, do you have any thoughts on these 5 games?
Yeah, Darkwood can bugger off. Adam Wolf. I've not touched it, and I don't plan to. God, that's a game that's gonna stay in my library, never touched. But Adam Wolf is one that I definitely want to give a go, and I already own Darksiders Genesis. So
Genesis, Darksiders Genesis, and the other two. I know you're going to be playing Race with Ryan.
I mean, I might if Adeline wants to play it. So my niece, you know. She's little, and that might be one that she'll want to play at some point. So it's good to have in my library. And Dawn of the Monsters, I watched John play. It doesn't look like my type of game. It's kind of like that side-scrolling beat-em-up, and just not my jam. Adam Wolf is one that I do want to try out though, because it looks quite interesting. You're a hard-boiled cop, and that's always fun.
Yeah, no. So I agree with a lot of the things that you've said actually regarding the pro games. Race with Ryan, I did try that game out. I completed an entire race, only because I wanted to pixel count it and frame count it, I must add. And I will probably never play the game again because I don't have nieces or kids. But I will say this. It kind of gave me the old Mario Kart vibe, but I hate how close the camera is to the vehicle. It is like right up against the vehicle is taking up probably, if I had to guess, it's taking up about 1/5 of the screen. And yeah, I just wish they would bring that camera back a little bit. But other than that, I'm sure it's going to be a great game for kids and families. Darksiders Genesis, I actually bought that so that Zach and I had a split screen. No, it's not split screen. Sorry, couch co-op game.
Yeah, right? Couch co-op.
And we really enjoyed it. I started playing it by myself at first, and then I managed to get Zach to play. We really enjoyed it. We played through for a little while, but then we hit like this progression wall. I think the game has a grind to it, and we just didn't pick it up after that. But it's great.
By the way, Lovecraft Tape agrees with you about the camera location on the Racing with Ryan, and I Can't See says, sorry, I just thought I'd mention this because it's funny. You know, in the OG Mario games, when you go into the castle, there's like some enemies that sort of go up and down. Apparently his sister and them used to call it the Soap Monster, which is an unusual name.
Yeah.
I wonder why soap. Sorry, I just had to mention that one. But yeah, so Genesis It's a good game. Yeah, I bought it. I didn't complete it either. To be fair, I like you hit a point. And I was just like, and it just seems to be getting a bit samey. I seem to have to be grinding over. So yeah, I think I hit the same point as you did.
Yeah. I also got to where I actually stopped was right before a boss, and I can't turn back, and I'm not high enough. I don't have enough power to actually defeat the boss. Maybe I'm just not using the right technique, but
yeah,
it wasn't
maybe
really
you should try something that Malaysia once advised on Stadia Discord, and I think the advice was get good.
Malaysia, we're going to have words. But I tried Dawn of the Monsters as well. That's also not my type of game. I'm not really into beat 'em ups.
Yeah,
I'm not really into
Darkwood though. You have played that, haven't you?
I have played Darkwood. I've played Darkwood on stream. I streamed it once, and I thought it's not going to be that bad. It's pixel
I wonder if we could find. Oh, look at the chat. There's a link to some sort of video. I wonder what that video is.
Oh, for goodness sake! I can't look because otherwise it'll hide my window. But yes. Oh wait, you mean the private? No. Okay. Cool.
No. If you click the chat, you can stream chat and you can see what's been posted there. By the way, you should make me an admin in channel so it actually goes to a hyperlink. Ooh, not admin, a moderator. But
I will do that for the. Yeah, I'll do that for the next one. I haven't actually got that link coming up on my screen.
Huh.
So
maybe it's been filtered.
I think it might have been filtered.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's in my playlist. It's not that interesting to watch me play, but it did scare me quite a bit. It's very tense. Darkwood's very, very tense and foreboding, especially when it gets to nighttime. I don't want to give away too much about the game. I really, really recommend that you give it a go. At the very least, give it a go. It's a really, really cool little concept, and I really enjoyed the core gameplay, but it scares the living hell out of me, and so I keep putting off playing it again. So yeah. But Adam Wolf, on the other hand, I've been playing some of that. I've been playing with Direct Touch, which at the moment it doesn't seem to be working on Android, so I have to do it through Chrome. But yeah, no, I've been. It very much reminds me of Murder in the Alps. I don't know if you've played that on Android. I think it's also on iOS. It very much reminds me of that. But yeah, it's a nice little game. Very fun.
Yeah, no, I've not played that on Android, but yeah, no, it sounds. Like I said, it sounds interesting.
So is there? We had 4 games leave, by the way, the pro roster. Much to our surprise, I think only 3 were announced to leave. But Cosmic Star Heroine left as well. That was the 4th one, was Cosmic Star Heroine. I hope you're not going to ask me what the other 3 were, though, because I can't remember. Oh, I know what we could do.
The other 3.
Vivi, you could have given me a second to get our wiki up.
And you know, I literally have loaded up the wiki because I was like, I can't remember which one's left. But I'm just going to leave you hanging. What were the other 3, Adam?
I don't know, because for some reason my browser isn't loading Reddit right now.
Yeah, so
there you go. I remembered one. Little Big Workshop.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we've got Ninja Guy X, the wiki expert, in the chat, who says, "Trusty, good old wiki."
Exactly.
But yes, leaving was Avicii Invector, Little Big Workshop, Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition, and Cosmic Star Heroine, which I didn't know about. Cosmic Star Heroine.
Is it heroin or is it heroine? Have I been saying it wrong?
You've been saying it wrong.
Heroin, well, like
Halloween. Like heroin is like the thing you black tar heroin, like you inject into your veins, but not.
Welcome to the Late Show. So I think with that, we should. Let's move on to the next topic. So let's get rid of this.
Yes.
The next one is the Sky Climbers Alpha, which has been announced by the official Stadia the official Stadia Twitter account. Vivi, do you have? Are you excited about Sky Climbers? Let's go there. Let's go there first. Are you excited about Sky Climbers?
I am actually. So I am a backer. I think I'm like a day 2 backer or something like that. It looks like quite a fun open world game. And the devs behind it seem like a really awesome bunch of people. So yeah, it's definitely one that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to coming to Stadia because obviously they have put a lot of effort into getting to come Stadia, and I know that they've been working closely with the actual Stadia team. They've mentioned, several times on Twitter, for example, that they've been working with Stadia. They're using the channels. Is it called?
Yep.
Stadia channels.
Yeah, channels.
Yeah. So it's going to be the first game to use Stadia channels, which is something which I'm really looking forward to seeing and hoping that if it works well. It'll.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that little tidbit about it being the first game?
Are there other games using channels?
I don't know, Vivi. But
it sounds like you do know.
But I don't know anything.
Well, it sounds like you do.
This is really, really loud in my ears. I don't think I'm sharing the audio, so
you're not. Luckily.
That was really loud. But yes, I'm also a backer for this game. We originally I wasn't going to back it. I've never backed a Kickstarter game before. Let's close that window.
I have backed too many. I mean, I've backed loads of failed projects, in all honesty. You can normally tell which projects are going to end up failing and which projects are going to end up taking forever. The fact that this is entering alpha is a really promising sign, especially so shortly after being funded. So it does sound very promising.
Yeah,
and Half-Life 3 was the first one. Sorry, Lovecraft Tape says that Half-Life 3 was the first game to use channels.
Well, that would be brilliant, but as I had to remind someone the other day on social media, Valve does not do 3s. They do 1s, they do 2s, and they do names like I can't think of any off the top of my head now. Yeah, like Half-Life Alyx, but they do not do 3s. Even Portal, they just released a mini Portal game, and it's not Portal 3 or anything like that. I can't remember what it's
Job
called.
Or something, isn't it? It's for the Steam Deck.
Yeah, you can play it on a PC as well.
Yeah, but why would you?
I don't know, but
I'm just waiting for the Steam Deck.
Half-Life 3 will never exist. They might even have a Half-Life 2.5 if they haven't already. I know they've got some decimaled Half-Life.
They've got games. Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, Half-Life 2 Episode... no, actually, they don't have Episode 3 because they don't do 3s.
Exactly. See what I mean? They literally do not do 3s, and I don't understand why. Third games are usually...
They actually have... So, they've said several times that they were developing a Half-Life 3, but they only want to do a Half-Life 3 if it's good enough, if they've got something brand new or innovative that they want to show. So that's why they did Half-Life Alyx, because actually it was something new and different. They wanted, they want Half-Life to always be something groundbreaking. Because the first one was, with Source.
Yeah.
Half-Life 2 for Source 2 was just like mind-blowing. And they want the same for Half-Life 3. And Half-Life Alyx was something completely different, but they thought, putting a Half-Life 3 behind VR, yeah, that's not good because a lot of their fans will miss out on it. So that's why they went for Half-Life Alyx.
Right, okay. That's fair enough. And hopefully Half-Life Alyx will come to Stadia one day. I doubt that'll happen, but, we can hold out hope.
Well, there's rumors of Stadia VR. I don't think so, but there are rumors.
I think it is. I'm not sure about where I think the game industry is going. I don't think VR is going to be as mainstream as traditional gaming. Unless they can find that you just put on like a pair of glasses or something. But I've done VR, and these things are bloody great, big, massive contraptions that you put on your head. They're like old 1800s torture devices.
I mean, I've owned the HTC Vive, and I currently own the Valve Index, so I'm well familiar with VR.
I owned PSVR, and that was that wasn't my first my first encounter with VR. My first encounter with VR was actually Google Cardboard. That was such a lovely little experience. I genuinely loved Google Cardboard.
Did you ever use Google Glass?
I did not.
It made you look like a complete prick, but it was really good. It actually was. I was like, you looked like what they called a glass hole. It's a term for anyone wearing Google Glass. But I remember at my old workplace, they bought one just to try it out, with our UX team sort of bought one. And I was friends with the UX director, so he let me borrow it for a week. And I didn't wear it in public because I thought, I don't want to be doing that. Did wear it around work a little bit. And I did wear it, around the house and stuff like that. But it was really cool. It worked so well.
And just out of interest, Vivi, do you need glasses?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
So, I mean, to be fair, the Google Glass didn't actually have lenses. If you've ever seen the Google
so they're
Glasses.
just frames?
It was frames with like a little prism above one of your eyes. I do wear glasses, but only really when I'm at work. Sometimes I'll wear them when I'm at my desk home computer, but I am long-sighted, so I only wear them part of the time.
Funny enough, I have to wear glasses, but not very often. I can't remember what they called it, but there's nearsighted and farsighted, and there's another one which is about how the eyes focus.
Eye stigmata.
It might not be that one. Isn't the stigmatism the one where your eyes shake?
No, I think that's where your eye lenses are slightly warped. I could be wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, I have that one, and it just means that when I try and I have like good seeing days and bad seeing days. That's what I call them. Usually, I see perfectly fine, but on bad seeing days, I have to grab my glasses, which are the prescription for my glasses is weaker than the weakest reading glasses that you can get.
Nice. But actually, I only have to have a prescription in one eye. So if I need to look at my screen, my phone and stuff like that, when not with glasses on, I just look like pirate. Yarr.
You only wear glasses. Says I only wear glasses in the shower. Why?
I was just laughing at it as well. So that he can see his toes. So you can see his toes.
Yes.
This is a safe word stream.
Yeah, okay. Do you know what? Let's move on.
Oh, one thing I would like to mention, sorry, just whilst we're on the topic of Sky Climbers, we are actually on the topic of Sky Climbers, believe it or not. Yes. It did seem to glaze over a lot of people's heads, the recent announcement in the dev announcements channel over on the Stadia Discord, but we will be having a Q&A hosted in the Stadia Discord with the guys from Paratope. We haven't nailed down a date yet. It's going to be towards the end of March, but we'll be having a Q&A where you guys will be able to talk to the Paratope guys live. You'll be able to ask your questions, and it'll be after the Steam Alpha, but before the Stadia Alpha at some point. So look out for that. It's going to be absolutely awesome.
I just realized you kept calling it Paratope, and all this, I had to go check. All this time, I've been referring to them as Paratrope. And where there's an arm missing, I swear. Paratrope is so much cooler than Paratope.
Do you know? Sometimes, I think it's you read it and you think Paratrope, but no, it is Paratope.
Maybe it's actually Paratope. I don't know. I've never heard them say
Paratope.
So now let's move on to the last bit of news now we're going to discuss today, which are the Winter Community Championship finals. So they have actually been very lucky in getting advertisement space, basically, in every one of our episodes now so far. But there's a specific reason for them being in this time, and that is because the finals are soon upon us. This Saturday, the Winter Community Championship finals are being held. And who are the hosts, Vivi? I can't remember.
I don't know, but some jackass and some rad guy with a crown.
I don't know how to come back from that.
It is yourself and me. Oh, yeah.
Yay! But yes, we're going to be hosting the finals for the Winter Community Championships. If you didn't catch the Summer Community Championships, I really, really recommend that you give that a watch. It is not a short video, but it is definitely worth your time. It is so funny.
It will be just as professional as this show.
I really hope that we have some more cameraman action from Jack the Slip.
Well, we
Playing,
have a racing game in there. So we have to get him on the camera.
yeah, absolutely. Even if we have to say sorry to someone, you're not in the competition anymore, just so we can, just so we can have Jack be the cameraman.
Yes.
That was the highlight, and you
Uh,
absolutely wetting yourself.
I'm not joking. Tears, real tears of laughter. Like I couldn't breathe. The
Oh, it was
best.
brilliant. It was even funnier than your horse, and I mean funny, ha ha, not funny as in your horse. But
Uh,
yes, you should definitely check that out. It's going to be this Friday. Sorry, this Saturday. I believe it's at 8 p.m. GMT. But I recommend you check the social medias um, to get the correct and up-to-date
12
information.
p.m. Pacific.
12 p.m. Pacific. So yeah, that's 8 p.m. for us.
Yeah.
Over here in the United of Kingdom.
Good old Blighty.
Yeah. So yeah, I really recommend that you stop by and check that out because it is going to be wacky, zany fun. I'm going to have about 200 things to deal with on OBS and try and concentrate and talk at the same time as Vivi is telling god awful jokes. So
Yep. And I only have two things to do: Super Animal Royale and chat shit.
and you're very good at the second one, and I guess you can manage with the first one.
Yeah.
That's all that we need. So now that we've got the news out of the way, let's move on to the Reddit highlight. And this is a really heartwarming Reddit highlight. So
Good choice, by the way.
Yeah, I thought you'd like this. Let me get this up on the screen. Tab. Let's find that mod bar. Oh, that's all right. It wasn't even on the screen yet. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so this was posted by Mech for Neck. I gave Stadia hardware to my local youth center. Kids instantly loved it. This is such a wonderful, wonderful post. I'd love to see more things like this. Stadia has such a low barrier of entry that it really makes sense for these youth shelters and youth centers and family shelters, all of those things. It really makes sense to provide this gaming opportunity to people who may be in situations where they can't buy themselves a PlayStation 5 or can't get themselves a gaming PC. So yeah,
And they can't do the subscription as well. So like they mentioned obviously no subscription policy. So Stadia is great because there is no subscription and you get the online included, with just the base, tier. So yeah, it was just, I read it and I was just like, that is such a cool thing to do because they're not expensive. The games themselves, they can just buy them. So it's just really, yeah, it was really heartwarming. And, it's just obviously such a great person to think about, I've got this device that will allow people to game and, looking at people that, need a bit of, a break, need some sort of entertainment and just saying, well, do you know what? I'm going to donate, these Stadia bundles. Yeah, and you can tell that people are liking it, and it's just a really, really heartwarming thing to do. And I personally just I'm all for anything charitable, and this is it's just something really nice. It's Stadia related. I love these kinds of posts. It just shows how awesome the Stadia community is because we recently had Dad Plays Games. I think that's his name. Do a charity event. No, it's not. We don't use real names here. But yeah, he did a charity event and got and I just love seeing, just how awesome and wholesome the community can be. Because this is what we love, and this is why, Adam and I, well, I'll speak for myself, but this is why, I wanted to be a moderator for the subreddit, because whilst you do get the odd, trolling posts and, you get a lot of negativity, people saying there's lots of negativity on Reddit and stuff like that, you get all this sentiment, but honestly, when you look at it and you're actually reading some of the comments and some of the stories and some of the, you interact with some of the people, you really do get like such a heartwarming and awesome community. And, it's stuff like this where, we've got plenty of awards on it. And it's just a really, really awesome thing. I just love it.
Yeah, absolutely, and it makes you think that maybe next time the Stadia bundles, I don't think the Premier editions are going to be going on sale anymore, but maybe what's it called? Is it Gaming with Google bundle now, or something like that?
Yeah, it's like it's like the Play bundle or something like that. But yeah, they've got a bundle with the Chromecast with Google TV now.
Mm-hmm. Maybe if they go on to a particularly good sale, someone who has deeper pockets than I, could maybe do some more charity stuff like this. I think it'd be wonderful to see, and maybe Google could get involved with that sort of thing themselves.
Yeah, I mean, to
It
be
would
fair,
actually be
Fantasy,
really
I
good option.
did consider doing it. Like, I'm probably going to wait for the next sale and look to get some into some of our local children's hospitals and stuff like that, because it's just a cheap and effective way to get entertainment out there.
Yeah, exactly, and it's free for them. They don't need, like with a PlayStation, they don't need PlayStation Plus to be able to play online. It's yeah, I'm gushing at how wonderful this is. Oh, I'm so emotional.
Neck for neck, you are a boss.
Well, have they said in here, it's Stadium Connect North gifted the hardware and games, and they used that gift and provided it to the youth center. So
yeah.
I think Mech4Neck and Stadium Connect, you guys are awesome. Honestly, there's no words for it other than awesome.
Yeah, and to be honest, Stadium Connect North is one of my favourites. In fact, I think other than this show, which is obviously the best, I genuinely think it's my favourite Stadia related content. To be fair,
yeah. Well, maybe one day we'll have to do some crossover with them.
Yes. Oh, I could do a competition.
What, as
Penguin and Mage versus.
Oh, no way! That sounds awesome.
Oh my god! So Ninja Guy is in the chat. I don't know. I think he said he was leaving, but I'm going to get onto John because we're doing that. John will be all over it. I'm right. You heard it here first. I'm committing. We are 100% doing it. And John can't say no because he's already agreed to it in my head.
That's wonderful. I wish I could do that with people in my life. Just say you can't say no because I've already decided in my head. Yeah. No, there's no words to say to that. That was a nice little awkward silence there. Okay, so
I'm just messaging John now.
Oh right, okay. Right now,
that is how important this is. It's happening. It is. It's happening.
That is how important it is to you. You have to do it right now.
Right now, live during the show.
Exactly. Never mind that we've got another topic to talk about today. We're going to be talking about. I got a little bit worried then. I thought maybe we'd miss the challenge stuff. I thought I'd skip the challenges, but no, that yumminess
comes up a little bit later.
So there is a topic that I would like to talk about, and I am really excited for this, especially as Dying Light 2 has not been announced for Stadia. Doesn't mean it isn't coming. We've been in situations like this before many times, but it doesn't also mean that it is coming. So for now, I need something else to tide me over with my zombie needs. And the way that we're going to be doing that is with World War Z Aftermath. I don't know whether that is going to be sharing audio. Let's just mute it.
World War advertisements.
I'm not lucky. Oh, for goodness sake, it's on the wrong video. Okay, there we go. Now we got it going. Right. So, I really, really enjoyed World War Z. I played on the PlayStation originally when it first launched. I'm not sure about the difference between World War Z and World War Z Aftermath. I feel like Aftermath is World War Z, but maybe with some expansions to it. World War Z, whatever. Okay, I'm going to keep calling it Z. I do say Z, but it's World War Z. I've seen the film. I can't not.
Either World War Z or World War Z.
Okay, so it's World War fly noise. But yes, honestly, this game absolutely blows my mind with the how well the engine copes. You can have, if I remember correctly, this, bear in mind this information is years old now. You can have up to 500 zombies on screen at any one time, all rushing towards you. They have this special mechanic that allows the individual zombies to act as a swarm and behave as a swarm. It is so impressive, and you'll be walking around in a mission or something like that. You're taking on a couple of zombies, as you can see in the video here.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, you'll walk into this area and you'll see hundreds, absolutely hundreds. You'll be like, "Oh my god, I've never seen anything like this in gaming before, where there are so many moving the NPCs." Yeah, it's just wonderful. So,
The reason
what
they
do you
probably
think?
work as a swarm is because it's probably less intensive on the AI. They just need to have one AI and just have everything, sort of mashing together.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, it's all about resource management and all that, but it's still really cool, and it's very gruesome. It is very hectic, very much like there's a lot of berries,
Left 4 Dead.
very many berries. It is quite similar. There we go. Now I've added a quite now. It's remarkably
Very
similar
quite.
to Rainbow Six Extraction.
Oh,
Um, in some ways, in terms of how it can feel very closed in at times, even though the maps are very much more expansive than Extraction, it can feel extremely closed in because you have these swarms that are coming from you in all directions, this massive wall of zombies. So, Vivi, what do you think? Are you looking forward to it?
do you
Will
know
you
it
play
is
it?
one that yeah, I'll definitely play this one. By the way, hey Geek the Sneak, it is quite very. It is one that I will definitely play because I like Left 4 Dead. This one's
Yeah.
so zombie games I don't see as horror because zombies just aren't that scary, in my opinion.
No.
And I like the idea of the swarm. I do like. I played Call of Duty Zombies. I played Left 4 Dead. I played Vermintide. Vermintide is amazing, by the way. So this is along those same sort of ilk. And I actually watched John play it on his stream on GFN a
Yeah.
little while back. And yeah, it looks like a really good game. So it is definitely one I'll be giving a go. I'm not, I mean, after playing Vermintide, I think I might be a little bit spoiled on the genre because I think that was the best implementation of that type of game, Vermintide 2 specifically.
Yeah.
But I am excited to see what this has to offer, and be able to compare it against Vermintide 2.
Yeah, no, and it's I've not played Vermintide myself actually, but I would say as someone who's played a lot of Left 4 Dead, and I used to play directors matches on Left 4 Dead,
Oh, nice.
which is where you turn off the I can't remember what it's called. It's called
The AI director, yeah, and you have
That's
a
it,
person
yeah,
doing the yeah, I know the mode.
and you spawn the enemies. And one thing I particularly love doing, oh my god, it used to make me laugh so much, is I would set the tank health. Now the tank, for those of you who haven't played for those of you who have not played Left 4 Dead, the tank is like this big brute. He's kind of like a boss within the game. And I believe on hard he's got 5,000 health or something. I can't remember. It's been years. But what I would do is I would set the health to 1 and I would spawn a tank literally on top of them. And the people would, oh my god, they would just absolutely scream in fear because they're like, oh my god, there's this tank, it's right next to us. And then they shoot it with 1 bullet and they're like, oh, it's dead.
And then
And
you spawn a 10,000 health one just round the corner.
no, but what I did like doing was spawning witches. I would put like
Oh,
500
God.
witches into a room, and they'd set off one, and then all you could hear was this like orchestra of screams in your ear. It was such a chilling experience, but I
I
found it
never knew I was streaming with Satan himself.
well, now you know, and knowledge is power, as they say. So yes,
No
World War
knowledge, no
Z
power.
coming winter 2021. Even though I quick segue, right? We need winter to start the year. It shouldn't go spring, summer, autumn, winter. It should go winter, spring, summer, autumn. Why should it go like that? Because winter only spends 10 days in that calendar year, and then the rest of winter is in the next year. Okay, winter starts the 21st of December, and then it ends 21st of March or 20th of March, something like that. Why is it 10 days in?
So you're saying 18 days? Within 18 days, we're going to get the game.
Yeah, that's what I believe, that we are getting it. They're gonna do a FIFA. They're gonna pull an EA here, and they're gonna say winter 20. I think it was 2020. We were supposed to get it, and we got it like the day or 2 days before the end of winter, which is a quarter of the way into the next year. It really annoys me. It bugs me. It's a
well, I mean, the Winter Community Championships are also, late in winter. So, hey,
yes. Well, winter itself is late. So anyway, let's move on to the next section, because been sticking on that a little bit too much. I do hope, by the way, that World War Z is a pro game, because whenever I have to buy 2 copies of games, which I will with this one, I prefer not to have to buy them. I prefer to have to claim them. But it is what it is. If we have to pick them up, then I will absolutely be doing that. What about you, Vivi? Will you buy it, or will you wait for it to go to pro?
I could be wrong, so do not quote me on this. Didn't they say it was going to go pro?
I don't remember that. If that has been said, I hadn't seen it.
I'm going to have to check. 1 second. Let me...
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
What about chat? Has anyone else played World War Z? Are you looking forward to it? Have you seen the trailer? I mean, we did show the trailer in the background, but what do you guys think? Let us know.
No, they didn't say it was coming to pro, so I was mistaken.
Oh,
it does seem like it'd be a perfect game for it.
Yeah, definitely. No, so that's a bit unfortunate. Oh, and hi, John. We got John in the chat. I guess it paid off, you messaging him during our live stream, taking a moment to focus on more important matters than our live stream.
Quite.
Yes, exactly. So, Vivi, are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so first of all, let's get this nonsense out of the way. And I mean nonsense.
Oh.
2 weeks ago, I set a challenge of creating the most realistic, I'm going to say that word again, realistic, one more time for those who didn't quite understand, realistic horse using 3D modeling software. And we both attempted the challenge. I would say we both put in varying levels of effort, but we both tried. However, it would appear that for some reason people can't read the rules. It's going to be really insulting towards our audience now. And for some stupid reason, they decided that Vivi's horse was the most realistic of the two. Now, I can't have Zach in the room with me as I announce this, because I imagine he'd be effing and jeffing, because he is really furious about this. Really furious. And I'm going to be honest, right? Okay, this is a bit of fun. I don't mind. But the fact that I got so few votes on this really hurt, because I was so proud of this horse. It was the most proud moment I've had in a while, because I was like, I've never done this before. It looks so good. You put a bloody trophy as well, you sod.
What? I don't know where that came from.
But yeah, to see people go, oh, most realistic horse. I know. We'll pick one that looks like a long-legged dog.
I mean, people love what they love. Honestly, I think yours was definitely the most realistic. But
that's why I feel like putting things to a public vote is a bad idea, and we should probably never do it again.
Hey, I think the public voted very well. And yeah, I did pay. Lovecraft, you were supposed to keep it a secret that I paid you more than John.
This is turning into We're the Millers. You got paid. But okay. At the end of the day, well done, Vivi. You won. You shouldn't have, but you did. So well done you. I'm not going to be a sore loser about it. But
I had an inkling that I might have won.
what gave it away? What made you think so?
I think it was we were having a discussion or something like that, and you were just like, "We did say the most realistic, didn't we?" I was like, "Hmm." That sounds like it might be that the most realistic may not have won.
Yeah. So I think there is definitely some voter bias in there. I mean, there's pretty obvious which horse was the most realistic, and yet it still lost. I don't understand. Oh my god. Anyway, so let's move on from that farce. Let's talk about the challenge that you set in the. Oh, I realized I said 2 weeks ago. My challenge was set 4 weeks ago. Vivi, let's talk about the challenge that you set 2 weeks ago. What was the challenge? Can you remind us?
Yes, the challenge was the voiceover challenge. The voiceover challenge. Basically, we had to pick a Stadia trailer for a game on Stadia, and we basically had to voice over it. So we had to remove all audio, and we had to replace the audio with noises we made with our body, with our person. So yeah, that's the challenge. We got to pick any trailer we wanted from the Stadia lineup. I would love it if we picked the same game. I don't think we have, but it would be hilarious if we did.
I doubt we did. So before we start, I'm just going to say, originally, I as soon as you set the challenge, I was like, I know what trailer I want to use. I know what trailer I want to use. And then I went and looked for it on the Stadia channel, and it was 7.5 minutes long. And I was like, I need to be paid to do that much work. I'm not doing that for nothing, especially if I'm going to lose the vote again. So I decided to go for something considerably shorter.
I don't know what you did, and I don't think you know yet what I did. So we've not seen each other's video. So we will be premiering this alongside you, essentially. Mine was, how long was mine?
Don't know.
I think mine was fairly long, actually.
Fairly long?
1 minute 38, actually, so not too long.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's not that bad then. So I'll tell you what then, why don't we start
with yours, are we?
Oh, okay, we'll start with mine.
Well, I mean, the host normally goes first, because I think I did on the horse challenge. I'm so excited to see this. Right, I'm going to go quiet because I'm going to listen in.
Okay, I'll go quiet too. I hope you're all ready for this. Don't hate me.
So excited.
Stadia!
Wait, can you just play the first part again? Was that Stadia backwards?
Yes, it was. It sounded like Eidos.
Can you just play the start again? 1 sec.
Stadia!
Okay, that's fine. That's all I need to say. So, question.
Yes.
So that was all your voice, was it?
All of that was my voice, yep. Absolutely everything was recorded using just my voice.
I'm impressed. That was pretty bloody good.
Thanks. It took me forever to I'm a bit anal when it comes to things like this, and so I was going frame by frame to line up my pops and my spits and my hacking. Yeah, it took me It took me a whole day to do that.
That is well done.
I was gonna do the whole soundtrack, but the Spearlings tune, the tune that they used in their trailer, is actually really complicated, and I couldn't learn it quick enough to be able to do it. So I just thought I'll just do the bass line. But yes, that was mine. So,
and you're going to upload that to your YouTube channel after this. I've not uploaded mine yet. Actually, I need to do that.
Yeah, well, they will be available. Mine will be available on my channel. I'm guessing yours will be available on your channel after the show. So let's check out Vivi's trailer. Bear in mind, I've not seen this, and Vivi hadn't seen mine before. So here we go.
Stadia. Oh God, it's Peppa Pig. Ding dong. Hello everybody, this is the new person I'm going to annoy. Build your victim. Choose your clothes. What animal you're going to be. Whether you want to wear glasses. And if you want to be a pirate. You're here. I'm going to make you suffer so much. First, we're going to steal the crown jewels. I like dinosaurs.
I will appease them with ice cream.
We're gonna steal a car and then play in the mud. Well, howdy there, Spuddy. Mashed potato, mashed potato. Spend your time terrorizing the locals, riding around and destroying public property. Spleesh. And for fans of child abduction, join this bunny in a hot air balloon as she takes you away to the mountains, where you may never be seen again. Make friends with other animals, so they may share in your suffering.
That's terrible. You should throw it away.
You're going to be with me forever. I'm never gonna let you go. You're trapped with me. Stockholm Syndrome will kick in soon. Stockholm Syndrome will kick in soon. Buy this game or we'll burn your house down. Stadia.
Can I just say, when everyone broke out in laughter, that was the most harrowing noise I've heard in a while. I was like,
it was
oh
meant
my
to
God.
be demonic at that point. So yeah, I obviously had to choose Peppa Pig for the memes. And I was thinking, I wonder if Adam's chosen Peppa Pig as well.
No. I will tell you what I originally planned to pick. So originally, I planned to do Watch Dogs Legion. That was my original idea. I was going to do change to that because I can do quite a lot of accents. And I was really looking forward to it. But then I thought to myself, I don't know if it's... I actually don't know if it's appropriate for me to put on an accent of someone who is not white as a white person. I don't know whether I'm treading dangerous ground there. Also, it's a 7.5-minute video. I can't be bothered to do something that long.
Sorry, I've just seen Lovecraft Tapes comment, Vivi, I don't like horror games. Also, Vivi, I made a horror game trailer.
But yeah, no, you did really well. I would say this is probably one of the ones that actually no, that's not fair for me to say.
I think this is going to be a close one.
I don't think it's going to be a close one. I think you're always going to win. I think I think that has been made clear to me, and that's okay. It can be a running joke. I know in my mind when I've actually won, and that's okay.
I mean, I genuinely think we both did a great job on this one. I think your sound effects were just spot, and I was surprised that a lot of that was like it doesn't sound like you did it with just your voice. So I'm super impressed. I'm gonna have to watch that back because, like,
oh, thanks.
There's definitely some wizardry going on there.
No, I can tell you one thing. There's only one, apart from trimming and normalizing and whatnot. There's only one part of that has any post processes added to it, which is the bass when I'm the tune.
Yeah.
But everything is made with my voice. Also, I should say the Stadia being reversed. Obviously, I didn't actually say that backwards. I just reversed that.
Oh, you didn't say it in backwards. I am just no, it's over now. I'm disappointed. It's like,
But yeah, it's
have you heard the song "Dinner at Deviant's Palace"?
no.
Oh, it's basically so the song is basically the Lord's Prayer backwards, and it's just like a creepy, weird, eerie voice.
Oh yes,
That's what the end was. Oh,
yeah.
John says, in future, you should not say who did what and then have people vote. I mean, for this one, I think people might know.
Maybe not with my trailer because I don't say anything.
I mean, you can tell from the bass line that is
Oh, okay.
your voice, yeah. And mine, you can definitely tell it's my voice because it's just me going do 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 do, which is the tune that's in the background of the Peppa Pig trailer, and I know that because I listened to it so many goddamn times.
Yes, I can only
Yeah.
imagine. I only listened to the Spitlings trailer like 3 times, and I was like, I can wing it.
Yeah, like for yours, you didn't have to actually like listen to Peppa Pig talking at you. And honestly, Peppa Pig is one of those annoying voices in the world. So yeah, I was going crazy by the end of it. Like, and not only that, but I also had to listen to myself doing the tune repeatedly.
I had to listen to this. When I started with just doing the spit noises. I recorded 3 different noises. I think it was 4 actually, 4 different noises. It was like a spit noise, a hacking noise, I don't know how to describe the noises. Anyway, I did the noises and I put them all in, and it took me about 4 hours just doing those. And then I thought, right, I'll start recording some pop noises. And when I was doing the recording, I didn't realize that I still had my other track play back to me. So I went to do my pops, and all I heard was all this spitting in my ear. And it completely threw me. It was brilliant.
Yeah, like I had to generally like mute things and unmute, and because it does get distracting, you know, you're trying to record something new, and all of a sudden you got something going on in the background. It's like, oh my god, what am I saying here? And so you do have that, and you know, I actually, you know, I tried to script mine as well. So it's like, okay, what we've got to say in this scene, and what we're going to say in this scene. So yeah, it was a harder task than I expected it just to be easy. I thought I'll just wing it; it'll be fine. And then yeah, it was harder than I thought, and lining up the audio as well. So making sure that, like you said, you spent going, you know, backwards and forwards, you know, by frames. Yeah. I did that as well. So when I saw their mouth start moving, that's when I started talking. I had to try to time everything to, you know, stop when they're not. So yeah, I got the whole frame by frame sort of thing as well.
It was an arduous job. I did have fun doing it. Oh, and another one that I considered doing. Originally, I thought, oh my god, I'm so smart for coming up with this idea. Was I was going to do F1 2020 because I was just going to go meow, and then I saw how many cars there were, and I was like, oh, I can't be bothered to record that many samples. I was like, forget it. I'll just pick something else.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been a good one because obviously in the trailer that I did of you in the plane, it was just meow.
Yeah, I could have used your voice for my trailer. Oh my god, for my game trailer, that would have been brilliant. That would have been like the ultimate laziness,
the ultimate troll. And to be fair, I think that your Spitlings like sound effects should be a DLC for the game that you can just put in, just replace the default audio with Adam just going.
So that reminds me a lot of, did you ever play Time Splitters?
I did.
Did you ever manage to unlock any of they're called cheats, but they're not necessarily cheats. They're just modifiers, I would call them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was on Time Splitters 2 and Time Splitters Future Perfect, you could have this human gun noises.
Yeah.
And oh my god, it was hilarious.
Or in
with the banana gun.
Dead Space as well, they have the finger gun.
Oh really? Oh yes, yeah, I've seen that. And in Borderlands as well, they've got a gun that does it. I can't remember what it's called, but oh my god, that gun annoys me because it makes you really slow. But yes, that's what you reminded me of when you said that. So, do you reckon it's time to move on to the challenge?
Oh yes. What is that?
We got a new challenge set. So this will be challenge number 4. So, Vivi, are you going to read it out when I put it up on the screen?
I can do.
So, well, here we
I
go.
have no idea what the challenge is going to be. Oh no. Oh no. Make the most childlike macaroni representation of a game on Stadia. Must look like a child made it. Shouldn't be too difficult. Any game on Stadia. Any pasta shapes are allowed. You can have someone help, but the majority of work must be done by yourself. Drawing on the pasta is allowed, but no drawing on the canvas. Ooh.
So I should add,
have no
because
idea.
I apparently missed a word from this. Apparently, it's called macaroni art or pasta art, but you know what I mean by that, don't you? When you stick pasta.
Yeah. You stick pasta to a piece of paper.
So yeah,
Ooh.
that's the challenge. What do you reckon?
I reckon I'm going to make it 4-0.
You think? No way.
Yes, I am.
No, do you know what? Actually, I say no way, but yes, you're probably right. I can't imagine anyone's going to be voting for me. I'm going for the pity votes now. Vote for me,
honestly,
please.
Vote for me, senpai.
Yes, but why do you think
Yes,
you can
Deadpool Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3? That was amazing. Deadpool. Yeah, sorry. I just saw a chat comment.
So why do you think you're going to win this one specifically? What makes you so confident?
Because you say you can have someone help, and I have a 2-year-old niece. So I think I will be employed. So I need to make it childlike. Therefore, who better than a child to help me?
Yeah.
And I think is I need to decide what game. Ooh. Okay, I think I've thought of the game as well.
I think it'll also be interesting to see if we can work out what the game is when we present our final image.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see if we can work out what each other's game is.
And on this one, we could, in theory, leave it anonymous.
Yeah, we
I
could.
think it's less fun because we can't react that way. We'd have to make sure not to react to each other's stuff. I don't know.
Well, we could just mute ourselves or something, but
yeah,
or just have them show both at the same time, and then we laugh at them both because of how bad they are.
Well, they have to look like a child made them, so you know they're not going to be the best. It's going to be like my horse all over again.
Well, your horse managed to win, and it was meant to look the bloody best, but we won't linger on that anymore because I'm going to end up with PTSD or something from that.
I mean, the trophy in my hands, you know, it just looks good there.
It doesn't belong to you.
I mean,
I reckon it was voter suppression, not voter suppression. Sorry, voter manipulation. I reckon you did.
My puppets dance.
I reckon you did something to our audience and made them vote for you. But anyway, so that's the challenge, and I guess it will be revealed in the next episode, won't it? We'll be showing
2 weeks' time.
Yeah. So, other than that, I think we are at the help! I'm being repressed. I knew you were
Silence, Lovecraft tapes, or I will repress you further.
Other than that, Vivi, I guess we just have some people to thank, don't we?
We do.
So, and no, you don't need to thank my mum before you. Yeah, I didn't forget. I knew it was coming.
You beat me to it. I mean, it's a special thanks to Adam's mum.
So, thank you to everyone who's watched. Obviously, we really appreciate anyone who's been watching us live or anyone who catches the VOD. Also, thank you for anyone who's been engaging with the at Silver Lining YT Twitter account. We really help. We really appreciate you helping us spread the word of this podcasting news, talking head, gameplay kind of challengey thing. We still haven't quite come up with a name for.
No, we haven't.
I just put it as entertainment, though I guess it's borderline calling it that.
I mean, you could call it entertainment, so it's like educational entertainment.
Maybe. I'm not sure that we're educating people on anything. I'm not to make a bloody horse. I'm sworn. Oh, I'm really passionate about that. Why did you guys have to do me dirty? Anyway, so I'd also like to not thank everyone who voted for Vivi on the horse challenge. And thank everyone who did vote for me, who voted sensibly and who used their eyes to look at the horses rather than their backside. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop because otherwise I'm gonna start annoying people and they won't watch, and that'd be terrible because then they won't see other monstrosities that you make. Vivi, is there anyone that you want to thank other than my mum?
Well, other than your mum, who I do want to thank very much so, I just want to thank everybody, obviously, who is here because you guys rock. Everybody who watches afterwards, you guys rock, just not as much the guys that are here. No, I'm joking. We love you still. And also, I want to especially thank everybody who voted for Vivi in the horse challenge because you guys made this trophy happen. You people are special.
Oh, that's not true. Vivi made that trophy happen. That trophy was already there before the episode started, I imagine. And yeah, so don't listen to him. It's stop the count or whatever it is.
Demand a recount.
Exactly. Yeah, I want to. Well, there's no good because I've got the thingies there. I should make some more Google accounts.
You should. I mean, I have 7.
Well, that's how many votes you've got.
Ha-ha!
That's very, very chin stroking.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Exactly. Anyway, so other than that, I guess all that's left to do is to say goodbye to everyone and look forward to seeing you in the next episode, which will be 2 weeks from now, and it'll be hosted over on Vivi's channel. So, yeah, thank you very much, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.